Your favorite love potion is here, or it's about to be. Today we're gonna make an herbal infusion that has a long history of magnetizing love and abundance in your life, and it's time to get started. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Dana Claudette. I am a modern Feng Shui master and founder of the School of Intention, a radically new form of Feng Shui, which is based on infinite possibility, creative awakening, and intention. And I love using the power of nature to bring more love and abundance and magnetism into life. If you haven't seen, I've done a whole playlist full of herbs and spices for wealth. And today we're gonna start with some love herbs and spices. And we're actually gonna start with dill. A little tip for all of you, if you are buying fresh herbs or you are harvesting them from a garden, keep them in a little jar with water just at the stems, not on the leaves, and it'll help them to stay fresher in the refrigerator. It's amazing. This smells so good. And now we're going to talk about the properties of dill. So dill used to be used as a digestive. And the reason why dill came up for me is because, one, I was thinking of dill, which is very weird. It's not a normal thing to think about. And then I was talking to a friend who is a very, very, very famous and accurate intuitive. And she has wild insight. And I said, what do you think that I should be drinking or eating when there's all these California wildfires, the air is really toxic? And she said, dill. Drink dill tea. And she also told me to drink garlic tea, but that'll be for another video. Drink dill tea. So I remember that I used to use dill as one of my favorite herbs to take baths in to attract more wealth and also more love. It's thought that when you take a bath in dill, that it will help you to be irresistibly magnetic. Now, this obviously, I'm not making any health claims. These are all things passed down to me. Dill, unless you're allergic to it, is fairly harmless, and it has been used as a digestive, something that helps people with their digestion for quite some time. And also, in terms of its energetics, it has a long history of being used in various applications, put in herbal potpourris. It's very, very herbaceous. The scent is really, really strong, as I said. So if you love the scent of dill, you might want to dry it and add it to your potpourri. I just made a potpourri video, and you can go and watch that and add it in if you'd like. But what I like to do with dill, first and foremost, is make a tea and use it in two ways. So what you do is grab yourself some fresh dill. I like to use just the leaves, so take off just the leaf part. I like it to be really concentrated, so I add the leaves into a teapot, or you could put them right into a saucepan. And I'm gonna fill this whole entire kettle with dill leaves, and you can fill a saucepan with a big handful of fresh dill. Now I'm gonna add super boiling water. If you're doing this over the stove and simmering it, add regular water and simmer it on very, very low for a few minutes. And once it's starting to infuse, then you're going to shut off the heat and let it sit. Now, if you put it in your tea kettle, you're going to let the tea steep for at least 10 minutes. Either way, you're gonna let it steep for 10 minutes. So you're gonna let it either on the stove steep for 10 minutes with the heat off once it's simmered a bit, or if you're adding boiling water to a tea kettle, you're gonna let it sit for at least 10 minutes. This is a tip that was brought to me from herbalist Julie Hovsepian, who's also an amazing energy healer. And she shared with me that if you don't steep tea or herbs for at least 10 minutes, you're just getting flavored water. You're not really getting all of the energetic benefits. So good to know. Plan ahead when you're having your cup of tea and leave it sit for at least 10 minutes. What I like to do is let it cool down completely, and then I'm going to pour my entire infusion. And if you did it on a stove, you're going to strain it first and take all the leaves out into a bathtub. And if you want, you can also add to the bath a cup of baking soda, which will cleanse your aura. It will cleanse your energy field. Add a cup of baking soda if you'd like, or just pour it straight into the water. If you don't have a bathtub, you can soak your feet if you have any kind of container where you can fill it with water, fill it with warm or hot water that you like to step in, not too hot, and then add your dill infusion and soak your feet for 10 to 15 minutes. Or take a bath for 10 or 15 minutes, as long as you feel comfortable. Some people say to take 20-minute long baths. Sometimes that's a little overwhelming. Just follow how you feel, and always stay hydrated when you're taking baths, especially with herbs. It's really, really important to stay hydrated. It will also help your intuition. So this is incredibly simple. If you want to do this with dried dill, you can make a tea with dried dill. You can make an infusion with dried dill, but I like to use it fresh. Also, cook with it, add it to salads. I take this and chop it straight into salads just as it is. It's an incredible herbal infusion, which will, yes, give you all of those love magnetizing, completely phenomenally magnetic qualities. So love abundance, dill, really great. I hope you try it. Questions, comments, leave them below. And don't forget to sign up for the free Love Feng Shui video series, which is starting soon. And if you haven't yet, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with your friends who you're excited to magnetize more love with this season. And there's so many more videos on this channel for you to explore. Have so much fun, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.